What's up, everybody? Z3KO Trinity here. Today's video has been brought to you by Pure Life Peach Tea. Why? Because it tastes like crap. Today, I'm going to be doing a top 10 favorite horror movies of 2018. And yes, I'm just doing filler episodes. No, I was just wanting to update some of my lists. So, yeah. Here's my top 10 of 2018. Number 10, I recently discovered The Lost Boys. Me and my fiance, we marathoned these, except for the last one. We still haven't watched it yet. But they are fantastic.
It sure is fantastic.
Now, The Lost Boys was one of the best movies I've ever seen. I love the comedy in it. I love the quotes in it. The kills in them are just, like, so cool. And just everything about the first two was really, really good. Absolute favorite, of the two is definitely number one. Love the very end of the movie. And it's just an all-around good movie. I didn't think I would like it that much. I kind of hate myself for waiting so long to watch it. But yeah, I watched the first two with my fiance, and I just absolutely love them. So that's my number 10 pick. Number 9 goes to Strangers Pray at Night. The first one, when I watched it when it first came out, I was really disappointed. I love the way that it was filmed. Love the way that they crept up on the people, killed them, stuff like that, or just terrified them through the movie. But I really hated how the movie ended. But years later, we get, I think it was 8 years later. I think the first one came out in 2008. But anyway, we get Strangers Pray at Night, which is the one that's my number 9 spot. Strangers Pray at Night was absolutely just badass. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed it so much that I watched it twice in the same day. First time I ever watched it, I was like, oh, that is so badass, I gotta watch it again. And I just went back and replayed the movie once again. Favorite scene in that whole entire movie was where the chick has the main killer girl on the ground. She's bleeding out, been shot, and she's got a shotgun over her. And she's like, she takes off her mask to see if she recognizes her or something, but she don't. And she's like, why are you doing this? And the girl looks up and smiles and says, why not? I think that's probably the coolest part of the whole movie, in my opinion. But just, yeah, fantastic movie. Number 8. Wait, it was 10, 9. Yeah, number 8 on my list is an oldie but a goodie. I grew up watching this movie. It is the reason why I love doll movies. It's called Dolls. It's, really scary, really intense, but all in all has a very good story. It's kind of got like a Toy Story kind of story, where you treat your toys and treat your dolls the way they need to be treated. Otherwise, they stab you in the ass with a pitchfork, biatch. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Dolls is definitely one of my favorite horror movies. Always will be. Like I said, I grew up watching this movie, and I just love every single thing about it. I love the clown doll. I love just everything. I love how it ends, too. It ends such happily with the girl ending up going up with this guy. There's a heavyset guy, and I can't remember names anymore, but which means I need to watch it again. But I just absolutely love this movie. Number 7 goes to John Carpenter's The Thing. The original Thing, not the remake one. Although the remake was very good. But I absolutely am in love with this movie. I love how everything was man-made. I love the part where the alien pops out of the chest. That's probably the scariest looking alien I've ever seen out of any movie I've ever seen. It's so realistic. It's just an excellent story. Just all Sorry, you gotta forgive me. It's like 7 in the morning. I have to wake up early because we got a doctor's appointment. But John Carpenter's The Thing. Just all in all, a masterpiece. Masterpiece movie. Number 6 goes to Insidious Chapter 3. Why Chapter 3? Because it has such a heartfelt story. Absolutely loved it. It's, in my opinion, out of the 4 movies, it's the most terrifying one. People would argue and say the second Insidious movie was the most terrifying one. But I personally feel this one was way more scarier. And it just has that really beautiful story at the very end with the girl's mom. The first time I watched it, I teared up during that whole moment, and it's just incredible, absolutely incredible, and I love the actress that Lynn Shay. I just love her to death. Insidious brought me my love for her, and now every time I see her in a movie, I'm just like, oh, this is going to be a good movie, because she is such a wonderful actress, and I just absolutely love this. Can't wait to see Insidious True, Chapter 4. Alright, I believe we're on number 4 now. No, actually, we're on number 5. Number 5, halfway there, goes to, and you'll probably argue that this deserves to be higher up in the ranks, Scream. You can't have a top 10 favorite horror movie list without Scream somewhere in there. But Scream is the creme de la creme, the masterpiece of Wes Craven. It is by far one of the greatest horror movies ever invented, period. The reason why it's not in my top 10, you'll see. But all in all, it's such a fantastic movie. It's perfect every shape and form. I love every single one of them, 1 through 4. Even the TV show was really good. But nothing beats the original. This is just fantastic. Fantastic. Number 4 goes to Dead Silence. Dead Silence was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. Love the song, love the creepy poem, love the way Mary Shaw looked in the whole movie. You know, I also got a thing for dolls in horror movies, so that's definitely why it kicked it up there. But the big plot twist and just the cool story was the whole reason why it's so high up in my chain, because I absolutely love James Wan, love his work, and it's just such a good movie. Which I don't think James Wan did. Yeah, story by James Wan, but it was actually directed. Actually, it doesn't say. Oh, directed by James Wan. Yeah, never mind. It was James Wan. I knew it was. I just didn't want to sound retarded. But yeah, Dead Silence, fantastic. Now we're getting to our top 3. What will they be? Probably the same lineup as my last year's. But number 3, The Conjuring. When I first saw the trailer to The Conjuring, it scared the living shit out of me. Just the trailer scared me. So I knew that this is going to be one movie I better not fuck with. But me and my brother went to the theaters to saw it, and it did not disappoint me. It was absolutely terrifying. The scares were in the right places. Very well done, directed. And it has my favorite actor in it, Patrick Wilson. And all in all, just such a powerful story and such a good movie. Like, I could sit here all day and talk about that, but I'm not going to. Number 2 goes to Halloween. Now, I'm going to vote Halloween the remake, or not really remake, but the sequel, Halloween 2018, in it as well. because first, this one and that one deserves to be in my number 2 spot, because both movies are just absolutely incredible. Very good story. Number 2, sorry. Number 2, the sequel, Halloween 2018, was absolutely fantastic. It was done just the way, the same style that this one was done. It's just such a good movie. Such a good movie. It's an iconic character, Michael Myers, but it's a simple, like, even the kid in the second movie, he said, like when they said, didn't he stab 3 people or 4 people? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, well, that's really not that bad considering today's horror movies and what's going on in the real world. But it's simplistic, is what it is. It's simple, effective, just a powerful, powerful movie. Definitely John Carpenter's masterpiece. And finally, you guys already know, if you know me at all, you already know what number 1 will always be: Child's Play. Child's Play is one of those movies that just I can't sit down and watch without thinking of my grandma. It's one of those movies that is just done so well. The doll itself was made so perfect compared to the newer modern Child's Play movies. But especially this new one, Jesus. The Buddy doll, are you serious? You just couldn't stand for it to be called a good guy doll, could you? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but no, you gotta make it Buddy. And he's Wi-Fi active. That's what I gotta say to y'all. But I just love the 1980s feel to it. I love the way it was filmed. Love Brad Dourif. Love Brad Dourif. One of my absolute favorite actors. No matter what he does, I love. Just a fantastic movie. To me, this is probably always, well, this will always going to be my absolute favorite movie. And I love the quotes in it. I love the actors in it. They just really brought this story to life. And, I mean, it was just such a fantastic movie. The kills were so cool. Just everything about it was creepy, scary. Just well done. Well done. But, that's my lineup for this year's 2018. There is a lot of movies that I did not mention that are excellent, but these are just my personal top 10. So please, comment below and tell me what your top 3 favorite movies are. And let me know, if you want to, let me know why it's your number 1. Or you could just comment below and tell me what your number 1 favorite movie is and tell me why. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my lineup. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Dooskies.